walking sticks. There are people who are there far younger than him. They are on wheelchairs. It is for their own health. So who are you trying? I've said this many times, but that's my own personal kind of like. So anything after that, I do not have any pity for him, nor for anybody around him, because what you are witnessing there is the greed and selfishness of few people, okay? And they will pop him up for as long as possible until they finish Nigeria. Do you think all the money they are now stealing, they are giving it to Tinubu? No, nobody is giving Tinubu money anymore. What they are doing to Nigeria right now is that Tinubu just wanted to be president. He is president now. And there are those, for him being president, right? It is their own master key to Nigeria Treasury. They are already there. 20.5 trillion naira borrowed in 1 year. They have already printed over 15 trillion, could be 35 trillion. Add all of this together in 1 year. Where do you think the money is? In the pocket of minister this, say that, this ministry this, department that. Money are going in, nothing to show for it. But the debt is piling up. Do you think they are packing the money and putting it inside Tinubu's account? All of these guys who are using bogus contracts, bogus projects to loot the treasury of Nigeria. And Tinubu is there, all he has to do is just to sign it. He doesn't even have to sign. His signature is right there on auto paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. And trillions of your money is gone. Do you think the money is being given to Tinubu and putting it in his pockets? Of course not. But you see those ones who are pushing him about, those ones who will tell you he's very sound. If you sit with him, when we listen to his ideas, when we listen to his vision, if you know how he built Lagos, all these praise singers, but whenever it is time for Tinubu to now tell us about that, wala awa bere, it will become Bulaba, Bala Blue, Blue, and the rest of that. So those are the people. And they always want to make him feel good, no doubt. Like they did for Bokuwari, until Bokuwari tanked Nigeria. They are doing the same for Kolu right now. Okay? And to him, as long as they keep telling him that you are still the president, yes? Okay, good. So what do you want me to do? That's exactly what you have. You have a senile, sick, old, demented, drug baron as your president. So it's kind of like a whole package. So to make Kolu feel better on Democracy Day, since there's no actual direct impact on your lives, maybe you should celebrate this. They said this is the tallest picture of anybody on canvas. You know what that is? Like they print you on cloth like that. Let me show you. They unveiled the world tallest or biggest Jaga bandit on canvas. See an achievement too, at least.
2024 Democracy Day celebration. Once again, the largest portrait ever painted, never seen anywhere in the world. Thank you. Next will be the advancing review order by the parade. Parade Commander, sir. May I, at this juncture, very, very diligently request the Commander, Guard Brigade, Brigadier General Edo Onosa, to please request the Special Guest of Honor to speak in 2024.
So, that was the world largest portrait printing on canvas. And that record, according to Diabo Bakus, goes to Tinubu's portrait. They are waiting for the Guinness World Record to award the certificates. Do you all remember when they also mounted the biggest broom in the world, when they mounted it at the Abuja city gates? Well, that didn't last long. I think it was like a few hours later, there was a wind that just dismantled the whole thing. But to them, Igbale, the broom revolution. So they built this big, massive structure of a broom. Now they have that is to make Bokwari feel good. Now June 12 is now about Kolu, just so you know. And from now on, it will be honored. And you know what he did? Those people who he considered as friends, he actually mentioned their names in his speech this morning. But those ones he didn't consider as friends. Dele Momodu was on social media today, and it was like, to all of us, because we are not a member of APC, so we did not, we didn't deserve any mention in Tinubu's speech. I was like, Uncle Dele, see, okay. So Kolu was there now as the survivor of pro-democracy. And according to him, those Nigerian NLC, the Nigerian workers who said they wanted to go on strike, if it was in the past, they would have mobilized the soldiers to beat them up, arrest them. But he didn't do that. He let them at their, their field or their trail. However, he also lied in that speech, by the way, when he said, instead of arresting the NLC, he invited them over to come and break bread with him. He said, I shall never turn my back on you. That's you, right? Then he also said, I shall listen. And because he will listen, he is listening. That is why he met with NLC. And according to him, they agreed, they negotiated, and they have agreed on something. Minimum wage that will now be forwarded to Akpabiole. Akpabiole will now make it law for the next 5 years. That's what Kolu said. But there is no agreement with NLC, guys. So NLC don't enter one chance too now. Because Kolu says they've gone to go and tell Kolu that they have concluded. The deal has been concluded. Now 62,000. Kolu, the lifeless Kolu, demented Kolu, is believing that too. And the NLC themselves, they said they are waiting for what Kolu will decide. Alaye na 62K, they decide. Even Kolu's own offer is less than the minimum wage offered by Lagos State, Rivers State, or Edo State. They are offering more minimum wage than Tinubu. He is probably not have a clue of what they are saying. But with the teleprompter in front of him and the speech there dictating what to say, Kolu said they have agreed. NSC said, no, we have not. Wala mashele, of course. But you surely Kolu we talk say no, the arrest. Now from tomorrow they go begin the arrest of these guys. Just see how it's going to play out. Okay? But before then, for the spirit, in the spirit of June 12, maybe you can all ask Kolu and his gang, the Dokwemu Stupid Service, to release this young man. This is the leader of the Take It Back. His name is Juwon Sanyaolu. So he was abducted there last night. Yeah, he was kidnapped last night because he called for the protest that took place in Nigeria today, led by the Take It Back guys. Also, you look at these two guys. They too have also been, they were also kidnapped, Ibadan and Kano, by the DSS because they were planning to be part of the We Are Hungry protests across Nigeria today. To prevent that, the DSS picked them up, and their whereabouts are currently unknown. So now that today has come and gone, everybody have come and spoken and they like, you know, solely today. Everybody don't go back to their houses. So can you please let them go? So talking about the solely of today, here are other few things that I think we should add. That is also part of what happened today. I've shown a few earlier, but here a few others.
Nigeria dry, and there's a need for us to ensure that they are put on the same way as the rest of us. Those are our basic demands.
Thank you very much.
Fuel price remains. Dollar comes down, the fuel price remains. I call it government magic. That's what you call government magic. Very, very unstable people. This present government is a government where I've seen a minister will go this way, the president will go this way. And I say the president will go that way. Confusion everywhere. Just like go to a lega, confusion everywhere. That's what we have right now. So we're here to state clearly that we are against the policy of the present government. Tinubu is not a democrat. And it cannot speak because it's a
Many of us behind this banner here were the unsung heroes of this duty that those who are in power of power are benefiting from. We are saying enough of hunger. We are saying enough of poverty. We are saying enough of corruption. We are saying enough of hardship. We are saying enough of this spiritual life and property. We are tired of destroying by those who are elected to serve the mass of people and the one government around us. People that are earning over 30 million naira per month, not accept for the sake of getting a living wage from Nigeria. So some of the things we are saying is that we don't want an increase in wages and salary. That we are fighting for a living wage. The salary, the wages that we take for not carry back the price. We are saying that doctors who are saying they cannot afford and that is the support of the economy. They were more risky violence on the market because when inflation they get hunger, they get starvation. It is violence on the estimated people to power. And we are once again ready to Tinubu that is a beneficiary of this same process. Is fortunate that the land of God when we are fighting against immunity and if Abasha cannot stop us, if Abasha could not stop us, Tinubu cannot stop us. We continue to fight for our right, for our right. This is not
Let's say everybody just a world service everywhere. But let's listen to those who are not singing. Deji was there too. Listen.
To intimidate Nigerians, the DSS should not be the one telling people when to protest and when not to protest. And that's why even in defiance to the DSS and the threats issued by the DSS yesterday, warning all Nigerians to stay off protest, we have decided that no matter how few we are, we will come and we will lay our grievances that the country is not working. Nigerians are generally very hungry. The economy is bad. Our legal tender, which is the naira, has grossly depreciated. And that as a nation, we need to do better. 25 years of democracy, there's practically nothing to show for it except poverty and hunger and lack and economic mishaps and corruption. And we call on government at all levels, including the DSS, police, that they should go after bandits instead of criminalizing protests. Protest is an inalienable right, as enshrined in the 1999 Constitution, as amended. And we urge all Nigerians in all parts of the country, not just in Abuja, all over the country, that you have the right to protest, you have the right to express your grievances at any time, but you should do so peacefully, and you should do so within the ambit of the law. We celebrate the memory of MKO Chief MKO Abiola for the sacrifices he made via the June 12 struggle, and we continue to enjoy the leaders of today who are reaping the dividends of where they did not sow. That they should become democratic, they should stay away from corruption, and they should genuinely at all state levels develop the country. Thank you and God bless you. We want to especially thank all those who are courageous to come out today in Lagos, because we know that massive action has started in Lagos under the bridge. We sincerely appreciate the Abuja comrades, although we know that many were intimidated. But we thank the few here who summoned up courage to come. Either on their way here and also in Lagos. Comrade Juwon was arrested yesterday night in Lagos, and some of the other comrades in Lagos have also been arrested this morning. Many of our comrades who were coming from the University of Abuja have been arrested in buses, but we felt that we owe them a duty to still.
So that is why, DG, that is why many people didn't come, because they were all arrested. Let's take their word for that. In Edo, this is how they kind of carry theirs out.
If you go, they will kill you. Let's make corners there. Because when you go far, if you know what carry, they kill you. So instead when I carry gun, they shoot yourself. Go far, go down. So we will kill our parents. Yes. Instead we will kill ourselves for street. We will cancel 1030. So how now? But that don't do. Look at the look at this government. We dey hear say that they share us, we not dey fear. We hear say that they bring money, we not dey fear. Our mumu don't do. Time don reach when we take come out to go. Say no to corruption. Let me speak to the issue.
That is our Benin people, our Edo people. But as for the Wale Idun, who was also at the venue where Kolu fell, as usual, Otaolong, he has this to say.
Providing nutrition, particularly to the young ones, in providing food on the table of families, and in making life more affordable. And that is on its way. And of course, it cannot come soon enough. So there is the granaries have been opened up, the reserves have been opened up. Food distribution is underway. In addition to that, as we know, we have revamped the direct payments to individuals in order to cover 75 million Nigerians at the end of the day. And that process has integrity, has transparency and visibility, and it's just a question of speeding it up, scaling it up. We know that before it wasn't what it should have been, and it was stopped in the interest of integrity. But now funding is being rolled out that will allow people to take money, go to the market and buy. And at the same time, of course, there is tremendous focus on food production. I think that is the key area to focus on now, because the economy has been changed, has been put on track, but people must feel it, and they must feel it soon. We understand that. And Mr. President is very, very aware of that and committed to that. He's a man of the people. He is from the grassroots.
Thank you very much. And finally, before I let you go, Honorable Minister, thank you for your time. What's the message to Nigerians on a day like this as the Minister of the Economy?
I think the message is that there is hope of better days to come, and in the very, very near future. We are on the right track. We have turned the economy around, and now the benefits are about to be felt by now. That's the commitment, and that's necessary. That is what must happen, and we realize that under the leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Thank you.
Nuisance, Lele.
Like, do you not feel insulted, right? When people like this just actually talk without anything to back that? Or is that something that is normal in Nigeria? And some of us who are no longer living in that place are the ones who are weird. Like we are the ones who are acting strange. Okay, let me tell you what I mean. That is Nigeria's Minister of Economy. Okay? And like they do all the time. We understand that what people are going through, then they will now turn to, we have turned the economy around. How? We know people are facing hardship now, but don't worry, they will soon feel it. How? Tell us what you have done. Oh, we are trying to provide money for people so that they can go to the market and buy food. Okay? 75 million Nigerians are going to be given money. Of course, we stopped it. Okay? But we are rolling it out soon. Nigerians will feel it soon. They will soon have money to go and buy food. That is Nigerian Minister of Economy. Like somebody you want to probably listen to and say, okay, what exactly are you doing? When they want to tell you about investors in Nigeria, Minister of Economy, that should actually be giving you names and numbers. But it's all about, we are working hard. Okay, Mr. President is working hard. All the investors, everybody is just like, they are rushing in. But they didn't face this media, the journalists in Nigeria, who actually don't really probe them. Or even if they make any effort, even if they try to, these criminals will be telling journalists that, don't worry, you will soon see it. As an answer, don't worry. We are already turning, see, the economy, we are I remember what they said, we are turning a corner. Turning a corner. Very soon you are going to feel what Tinubu is doing. We are just turning a corner. We are doing a baby step of pain. Well, every day I come here to point out that they are doing nothing. And every now and then they prove me right that they are doing nothing. So every time I listen to that guy, I actually feel angry. Like I hate it when people try to play on my intelligence. You know what I mean? Like when some people want to present themselves like I'm very intelligent and all of that. All right. So what I'm trying to tell you is that you won't understand what I'm saying to you. Are you mad? If you are intelligent and you can't make me understand what you are saying, then you are not intelligent. You are just a fraud. You are see, I don't know if you live in the UK, you probably have received, and then if you are a customer of Scottish Gas, British Gas, you probably have received an email telling you that there is a reduction in what we are going to be spending in the next 1 year on our gas, electricity, and all that. So this started since 2022, just about 2 years after the coronavirus, right? Then, yeah, when things got so high, and we were talking about the cost of living crisis in the UK. Nigeria was battling with recession and the cost of living crisis too. But despite our own cost of living crisis in the UK, we were still carrying responsibility of so many of these people back in Nigeria. But we're paying through our noses. Then the government came through by saying, it doesn't matter whether you have money or you don't have money. You would automatically receive a certain amount of money, all of us, to cover part of our electricity bill every month for the social month. I got some. Then the moment the price of energy started crashing, they told us, you won't be paying that much anymore. So in a single year, I have to save more than 300, 400 pounds sterling. That's a lot of money. That goes into something else. That's how you measure whatever is happening, if government is doing something, if the economy is going to